Hey beautiful mama, welcome to Mom for Every Season. I'm sitting here on the floor in my hotel room because we're away, and it's actually Canada Day today, so happy Canada Day to all of my fellow Canadians. By the time I post this, actually it will be Tuesday, so it's the day after. But I have my Tim Hortons coffee here. I just wanted to sit down and chat with you guys. I won't be able to do a regular video just because yes, we are away and we're visiting family. So I wanted to come on here and give you guys a couple updates. If you're brand new, I post videos on intentional motherhood, mindful parenting, self-care, self-love mindsets. So if any of that interests you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that little bell notification. And I also want to share another clip that I did. I posted in a group that I'm part of called Achievement Club, but I wanted to bring it over here because someone else may find some value in it or may resonate in it, because I am sharing a huge, I guess, screw up, a huge failure that I've realized. But within the failure, I have learned so much about myself and how I've really truly been showing up for myself. So I wanted to bring it here and share it with you guys. But first, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update on, I had posted 2 videos under the 26 new habits challenge. And I actually have the 3rd one, but I have yet to post it. And I guess the main reason is because I've actually been considering moving it over to Instagram, but I wanted to just make sure that there was no one here that still wanted it here. If you do, let me know in the comments down below if you've missed having it on YouTube, if you'd like to still see it. And for those that don't know what it is, I was adding a new challenge or new habit every 2 weeks. And by the end of the year, or well, within a year's time, I would have 26 new habits. And they're really small, tiny habits, but they make such a huge impact on your lifestyle, on your life. And for me personally, it was like really, I haven't stopped doing them. I am still doing them. I just haven't posted them on YouTube. And for me personally, it has built so much momentum in my life. And like, it's just, they are so tiny, and a lot of them have been around nutrition, but I've kept at it, and I've, even started building confidence in my own self. I'm keeping my word, which, helps with your integrity and your confidence and a whole bunch of other stuff. So it just totally like builds momentum, and it's like a snowball effect. It just keeps it getting bigger and bigger. So let me know if you would like to see that still here, or if you're okay moving it over to Instagram. I would probably just do it in my Instagram stories. So it's just under the same name, A Mom for Every Season. And if you're not part of my Instagram, I invite you to come on over there too and just, see more of our day-to-day life. And I share a lot of my journaling stuff over there as well. So this next video, I posted it in, like I said, Achievement Club. So I don't have it in widescreen. So hopefully it appears okay here. But again, it's just me sharing a major failure. But maybe someone else can kind of gain some insight from it as well. And a lot of it has to do just with how I'm showing up for myself. I share about creativity and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, hey everyone. I'm actually here to share a failure and how I've screwed up. Because of course I know here in Achievement Club that yes, we need to celebrate our achievements, but it's also okay to fail. And this particular failure for me was like a huge hard lesson to learn, and definitely a perspective I needed to have, and I wouldn't have had it without that failure. So on Friday, the Speaker Summit was like amazing. The speakers were all phenomenal. I resonated with so many of the stories they shared, and I laughed, I cried. Like, it was just truly an amazing event. And so I just want to say thank you to Erin and Sarah and Chrissy for organizing it. And it was a little bittersweet for me because I was, supposed to be one of those speakers. And I say that in quotation marks because I truly know that the universe is working for us and, through us, and life's not just happening to us. And without that really hard lesson, I wouldn't have come to the realization and like the changes I've had in the last couple of months. So we found out about this event, I think back in February, maybe January. And I basically sat on it. I sat and I waited. I, used my indecision. I used my not knowing on what to talk about. I used my perfectionism, basically to procrastinate. And I didn't show up for myself. So by the time I was like fully invested and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this, which was probably like a week before the actual cutoff, which is hard to admit. But then the afternoon that I realized that I was no longer eligible, like, it was just like, it hurt in the gut. And like, I just felt so much disappointment in myself. And it was just truly like a wake up call on how I have been showing up for myself. And it definitely wasn't because of a lack of support on their end. The best way I can describe, I guess, this lesson I've learned is, and I guess in a metaphor. So I guess picture two doors. So one door here is, the door to my soul, the door to like just myself. And here I have been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for creativity to come knocking on my door, and the insight to come before the writing, or the ideas to come before the content creation. I can hear a kid screaming right now. Hopefully my husband has it covered. And someone's coming. I might have to stop this for a second. Okay, sorry, screaming child. I'll have to edit this video together now. But anyway, I've had this wrong the whole time, because here I am sitting at my own doorway waiting for all of this creativity to come to me when I have it the wrong way. I should be going up to creativity's doorstep and not knocking. I should be like pounding on that door every day. And, this has been a little bit hard for me to navigate, because when I think of, for instance, like a health goal, like that just comes easy to me. I know what the tangible action is for that, like working out, moving your body, getting more rest, eating better. Those all are easy to figure out. And I've, been learning how to have these tangible actions in terms of creativity. And I'm like, well, how do I write, or how do I create content if I have no ideas? And I'm sitting here waiting, but the tangible action, and it's so simple. And Aaron has like told me this over and over again, and it just wasn't clicking until this really hard lesson came along. But I just need to sit down and write, and time block and write, and show up every single day and just do something, not just sit here and wait and wait. And when I get writer's block, to just keep going, show up the next day. Because the thing about this doorway and, creativity's doorway is like, some days you're going to knock on that door and, the ideas are going to come out and they're going to flow, and it's going to feel really aligned, and, you do 5 pages. And then there's other days when it might open like a crack and you get like a paragraph or whatever that is in your goal. Or you're going to knock on the door and it's, it's dead bolted, it's closed for business. It's, you're not getting nothing today. But that's like the amazing thing about the consistency that I've realized over the last couple of months is just like, yeah, some days there's going to be hard days. Some days, you're going to struggle. Some days it's going to be like, it feels like you're not getting anywhere. But that little consistent action is like building up. And I've realized I just need to show up for myself, and I need to show up for my content. I need to show up for my creativity. So, and then sometimes goals, we're surrounded by so many amazing achievers. And even last year for me was a big year, and I had a ton of like kind of more in your face, like more, visible goals that I've reached and achieved. And this year it's been a little bit more subtle, but way more profound. So it's hard not to compare and see that, there's, achievers doing podcasts and, creating courses or launching coaching businesses. And these are all big, like in your face goals. But this year has been all about subtle shifts for me and just staying consistent. And it's not quite, big in the physical aspect, in the tangible aspect, but it's like very profound for me, because for the first time, probably in my whole life, I have, I'm beginning to trust myself, and I'm beginning to trust that the universe will provide. And I'm, beginning to listen to those little whispers, but most importantly, I'm like finally taking action on those. And yeah, I think the biggest thing for me right now is I'm beginning to trust myself. and trust that I can make good decisions and trust that I can put out valuable content. And sure, that's not like a really big in your face kind of big goal, but it's like very profound for me. So thank you, Erin, for cutting off the speaker summit that afternoon. It was hard at the time, but it is a very valuable lesson. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope from sharing my own failures and my own screw-ups that you have gained a little bit of insight too, or you resonated with it as well. And of course, failures, you know, are all part of the process, so we obviously learn from them, and I most definitely learned from that huge screw-up and disappointment in my own self, but I'm glad that it happened. I'm grateful because I wouldn't have had that lesson. Anyway, again, let me know about the habit challenge if you would love to see it here. I'm going to assume if I get no comments on it, that no one minds it being moved over to Instagram. And like I said, I've gained, you know what, I've like added more fruits and veggies to my nutrition. I've added more water. I've stopped completely drinking pop. I used to drink Pepsi Max all the time, or I think it's called soda in the US, maybe let me know in the comments. I don't know. In Canada here we call it pop. And that's huge for me, because even if we go out, my husband had a ginger ale and he's just like, oh, would you like some? And I'm like, I don't drink pop anymore. And it was like no breeze. I just totally gave it up cold turkey. And you know, like, it's just all these little tiny habits have been life-changing, and I, you know, I'm obviously continuing it on as well. So let me know. Also, if you have any other video content ideas you would love to see from this channel, let me know in the comments down below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video or any of my other videos, that you like the video and comment down below. I love hearing your guys' feedback and your thoughts, and I absolutely love carrying on the conversations down in the comments down below. It is the greatest form of thank you and gratitude you can, you know, show for this channel. So it is very much greatly appreciated when you guys show up in that comment section. So thank you so much. That is all for now today. And I always end my videos with, in case you haven't heard this today, you are an amazing mama and you got this, mama. So thanks for now. Bye.